Aries for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Aries for Thursday? Aries, we have the Five of Cups. What are you sad about? What's been going on with you, okay? I feel like a lack of confidence has created such a sadness within you. Let me turn this down a bit. Sorry, guys. I'm feeling that sadness, okay? But it's the lack of confidence. It's the lack of, I don't know what the next step is. So, you know, it's a lot of burdens that you're feeling. Because in the past, I feel like it's been a lot of things that have, like, are showing up as they were in the past. It's like, dang, I feel like I haven't moved on. I haven't moved further. I haven't gotten where I want to be. Because I'm just seeing where you want to be. Where do you want to be? I feel like it's one of those things where you're having one of those days, you know, where it's kind of like, I'm not where I want to be in my life. How do I get there? Why am I not there? You know, and then again, like I said, I'm seeing patterns that showed up from the past that are just triggering some things here. Don't get triggered by past things. Be inspired by them. Understand that some things that happened in the past had to happen this way. Okay, Aries, your hidden energy is the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Be inspired by the past. Did I say that? Did I not say that? Look at that inspiration. Be encouraged. All right, what do we do next? I mean, you got to think about it too as far as how far you've come. It's very easy. Okay, the card of the day today was gratitude. It's very easy to count your sorrows, but it's really hard sometimes to look around and count your blessings. You are very blessed. All right? And then get up and take some actions. What actions do you need to take? Divinely guided actions. Don't just be out here doing nothing, okay? Just any old thing all willy-nilly. I'm talking about divinely guided actions. Something that's inspired you to do something. Ace of Wands talks about doing something. Action. Knight of Swords talks about doing something, being focused on it. So don't focus on the sad parts about life. Don't focus on what happened in the past. Don't focus on why you're not where you want to be right now. Focus on what can you do to get to where you want to be. Because that's all I keep saying and that's all I keep seeing is where you want to be. Focus on it. Start making that thing happen. All right? Anyways, I know you have some goals for yourself. I know you have some aspirations for yourself. That's what I'm hearing. But focus on what you can do about it. Okay? And if there's nothing you can do, that there's no reason to cry about it. Just be grateful that you have opportunities to keep going. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed Aries. Thank you so much. Taurus for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Taurus for Thursday? King of Swords came sideways, okay? I feel like a lot of times you're giving advice that is not sitting well with others. I don't know why I'm hearing unwarranted or unwanted advice. Both words, okay? Both words apply here. I'm hearing unwarranted and unwarranted and unwanted advice. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Unwarranted and unwanted advice. So be careful about the wise counsel that you give to others. Yes, you make sense. You don't need people to validate you for making sense. But sometimes you can give advice, Taurus, and it's kind of like, you know, it falls on deaf ears because the person needs to go through something. You cannot steer everyone in the right direction just because you are the person that's logical about it. Sometimes you got to allow people to bump their head, Taurus, okay? I just see you breaking your brain about it. Now, how can I get this through their head? You know, with the King of Swords, it's like, how can I make them understand? The light bulb happens when it happens. The best thing you can do is give the advice that you can give right now. Give that advice and leave it alone. Because the light bulb happens in other people's life when it happens, okay? It never always happens just right there like, oh, I get it. You went through that, so now, you know, I don't have to go through that. No, that doesn't mean that they don't have to go through their own lessons. Because I'm sure at some point in your life, your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother, somebody went through something in their life that you decided, hey, I don't need their example. Let me go through it myself. Let me see for myself. And so this is what's happening in your life. I don't know who this is that you're giving advice to. It could be your child, your coworker, your loved one, your partner. Whoever this person is, they're not listening because they don't need to listen. Be patient with them. The Hermit card too comes. It's like, take care of you right now. All right? The Hermit card, I think, is so funny because it's one of those things where it's do your own soul searching. Pour into you right now. All right? Think about how you can improve yourself. After you say what you got to say, you know, you've led them in the right direction. Now it's time you focus on you. Sit on the couch, watch TV, eat some good food, you know, work on a project that you've been working on, whatever it is, because I do see the Strength card being here. It's like, be patient with that person. They have to go through it. This is their physical therapy. This is their thing that they have to go through. You don't go to a surgery and you know, have to do the physical therapy for the other person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can't do it for you. They got to do it for themselves. So as much as you want to scream, yell, and holler and like ebb this into somebody's brain, you got to understand that they got to go through it. That's their training. So be patient with them because it'll take some time, but they'll get there. All right, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you. Gemini for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Gemini for Thursday? Oh, we got two cards, and it kind of came sideways, the Six of Cups and the Star card. Oh my gosh, this is just really being hopeful, being very childlike, you know, with that hope and that ambition. It's almost like I'm seeing somebody fall off a bike and saying, you know what, I still can get up. I can get up. I can get up again. So get back up again. I just heard that song, we fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. And it's so funny because as a child, you don't ever think about, oh my gosh, I just scraped my knee. That hurts too much. I'm never going to do that again. You know, as an adult, sometimes we get to the point where we're like, oh my gosh, that hurt so much. I'm never going to love again. Or that's too crazy. I'm not going to give again. Or whatever. Somebody may have hurt you. But being childlike is being hopeful. That's when you really release and keep the faith here. The Star card comes as faith and hope. Being hopeful for the future. And the Six of Cups is that, you know, try again. You know, reflecting on some of the things that like, oh, I can do this. I can really do this. Your hidden energy here is the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Just give it some time. Give it time to develop a new skill. You see how this person's in the booth? I can't tell you how many times a really good song that you've ever heard, how many times that they recorded that song. How many times did they go over the vocals? How many times did they redo it and redo it and redo it and redo it? We fall down, but we get up, you know? So be patient with yourself because it takes time to be the best. It takes time to be a decorated person, a decorated veteran here. That's for the example that's given. All right, on this card. But the Seven of Pentacles is like it takes time to be that skilled. So don't beat yourself up about it. Keep getting back up on that bike and ride off into the future because whatever happened in the past happened. The goal is to keep going, okay? That's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you. Cancer for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Cancer for Thursday? Oh, that came pretty quick. So funny because you're a water sign, Cancer, and the King of Cups came. Balancing those emotionals. You might emotionals. Because I'm thinking ahead of my words, me talking. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing somebody very emotional today. You could have a lot of emotions running through your system today. Don't worry. It's just one of those days. Okay? You know, forgive yourself for going through so many emotions because I'm seeing like being frustrated. I'm seeing being worried about something. Then I'm seeing being sad about something. Then I'm seeing the tears come. But then I'm also seeing at the end of the day, you end with confidence. So let these emotions play out. Okay, that's all I'm hearing is let these emotions play out, Cancer, because it's going to be up, down, up, down, up, down. You've been through this before. You know how to get through it. It's okay. And it's okay to feel, all right? It's reminding me of that, the wheel, you know, when you go into the therapist's office and therapy or whatever. I no shame in my game. I go to therapy. You know, it's good to dump this on somebody who's a paid professional than to dump that on your friends or your family members. Talk things out, talk things through. Because the best way to get through something is to completely go through it. That means you have to go through that storm of emotions, and it's painful. It's one of those things where it's kind of like, ugh, I gotta definitely feel this. I gotta address it first, which is the part that's hard. You gotta talk about it. You can't pretend it doesn't exist. You can't pretend that you're not frustrated. You can't pretend that you're not sad. You can't pretend that you're not in love. You can't pretend that you're not angry, you know? So go through it. The best way through it is through it, direct. Your hidden energy is the Page of Cups and the Justice card. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Be careful about relationships and people that you talk to during this time. Because I'm just hearing, just one of them days that a girl goes through. Well, I'm angry inside. Don't want to take it out on you. Look, don't take it personal. I just want to be all alone. The song's called Don't Take It Personal by Monica. For those of you who don't know, but the Justice card is here. And look how they're arguing. I love the different decks because it shows different depictions of things. And these two people are arguing. Make sure that you're not being unfair in your argument just because you're going through things emotionally, okay? Because these are your emotions. Don't be immature about it. Don't be sad about it. Don't, deal with your own emotions. And don't project these emotions on others just because you're going through it. You got to get through it. This is your task. Don't dump it on other people. This is what I keep saying because that's what I keep seeing. Anyways, Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thanks. Leo for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Leo for Thursday? Oh, 9 of Cups in reverse. Oh, my gosh. That's so interesting because I just feel like, it feels like you were winning at some point. Like, yes, I get what I want. Yes. And then it just turned out not to be something that you didn't want. It turned out to be something that you didn't want. That was too many negatives in that sentence. It turned out to be something that you didn't want. It's like, I wish for some ice cream today. Oh my gosh, I love ice cream. I'm going to get some ice cream today. And then boom, it gives you the bubble guts. That is so funny, Father, for that example to be that example. But that's one of the things that is kind of like, you wish for it, you hope for it, you can't wait to end the day with ice cream. And then lo and behold, it just tear your stomach up. It's like, oh, it felt good at the time. And right now it doesn't feel good. That's what I'm getting from this, okay? Because the 9 of Cups upright is just one of those things that comes like, oh my gosh, you feel accomplished, you feel great. You've been hoping and praying and wishing for this. This is like, oh my gosh, why did I want this again? Because I don't feel fulfilled. Okay, so that's just an example you can apply it to anything right now because that's what I'm seeing for you, Leo, okay? Your hidden energy is the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's like it's like just a day of bad luck, I feel like. And I'm not wishing that on you. Please understand, I'm not that type of reader. I would never. And I understand because I see it in the comments all the time. I claim that positive energy. So claim the positive energy in this. I can only tell you what I see. And it ain't always pretty, okay? Because that's the truth. The truth and clarity is the Ace of Swords. It talks about truth and clarity and just being, clear with your words. So I'm just saying that, with the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes we have some bad days. It happens. We got a life full of highs and lows, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune, I just feel like, it's not one of those lucky days. It feels like the things that could go wrong might go wrong, but it's okay because you'll get through it. And the wheel always turns. One thing about that wheel is that it always turns. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. So I hope this is more encouraging than it is like frightening. Because I'm not that type of reader. I don't know if you're new here, you guys. But I'm not that type of reader to invoke fear about anything. It's just, sometimes you wish for something and it doesn't turn out to be what you wanted. It's okay, it happens. That's what I have for you, Leo. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Virgo for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Virgo for Thursday? Knight of Pentacles. All right, just routine day. Excuse me. Confirmation. Just another routine day. Just waking up doing the same old. It might feel a little mundane, but it's okay because it's just another day. A beautiful day. A day to be appreciative. A day to really just understand that, the more and more you do something, the more second nature it becomes. It's mindless most of the time when you wake up and you brush your teeth and you wash your face. You don't really think about that. You don't think about, hey, I need to brush my teeth on my to-do list. I don't need to wash my face because when you do it so much, it becomes habit. So I'm seeing really good habits here. Be careful not to be knocked into a bad habit here. Stay in your routine. Routines may feel boring and mundane, but routines are healthy. It's a safe choice, okay? Especially if you've been struggling with alcohol or drugs or anything else that's toxic, such as a relationship with somebody that ain't good for you. It's okay to be boring, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you kind of like, nah, it's okay. It's just another day. The Empress and the Emperor. I love this. First off, this is a divine couple here. Let's talk about it, all right? The Empress and the Emperor, these two go together real bad. Second off, Virgo, what I'm seeing here too is this being able to be disciplined enough. The Emperor is very disciplined masculine and the Empress takes care of herself. This is one of those things, like I keep saying, that discipline of waking up, brushing your teeth every day, washing your face, the stuff that you don't have to think about. When you think about it, you know what I'm saying? It's just second nature. So if you don't have a routine, it's time to start putting some things into your routine. Eating healthier, juicing, drinking more water. This is more discipline in your self-care routine, okay? And it may be feeling boring, or even meal prepping. It may feel boring, but it's good for you. It's good to have a routine a lot of times, and don't let anybody knock you off your routine. That's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Libra for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Libra for Thursday? Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. What's going on at work? what is going on at work, okay? Because I do see the Eight of Pentacles is all about a working card. It could be working out. It could be a little hint to say, hey, you need to start getting more active, start pouring into yourself that way. But I'm also seeing this being work-related, okay? Something's happening work-related. I'm not seeing it being a bad thing, okay? I'm not seeing anything negative happening at work, but I am seeing work being on your mind for some reason, okay? Could be looking for another job, or could be wanting another job or another position, or maybe you just like, you know, changing things up, or maybe you're aspiring to change things next year, or something like that. I don't know why I'm seeing, you know how they have end of the year goals? That's what I'm seeing, like evaluation or something like that. So maybe that's on your mind. Maybe it's time for evaluation at work. I don't know. Your hit energy is the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. And look at you, exhausted. Exhausted because of work. You don't want to go to work. But you're still thinking about it. You're like, man, I don't feel like it, but I know I have to do it. Because of these end of year evaluations. I don't know when yours is, Libra, but I'm seeing an end of year evaluation, and I'm seeing you like, I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna keep pressing forward, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But I got to. I don't want to, but I got to. Four of Cups talks about, you know, just not really feeling it, feeling blah about it, you know. That's why I said I'm not seeing anything bad. I'm seeing like, you know, but you're pressing through. Because why? Look how the man fell asleep with a pen in his hand. You're pressing through. You're tired, but you're pressing on, okay? And that's what I'm seeing for you, Libra. I'm seeing you press on regardless of whatever it is, all right? You pressing on, even though you don't feel like it. Because I know you don't feel like it. I feel it, all right? Like I said, I didn't see anything bad. I didn't see you get fired or nothing crazy. I didn't see you, you know what I'm saying? I don't see any of that. I see you just being like, blah, work again. But I know I have to, because at the end of the year, these people going to need to report what I've been doing. So I'm going to keep doing it. All right? Keep doing it. Three of Swords, though, you're exhausted. Make sure you're getting some rest on top of that, too. Taking cat naps is what I heard. That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed, Libra. Thank you. Scorpio for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Scorpio for Thursday? Ooh, with the Two of Cups. Reunited, and it feels so good. I just see like making plans for the weekend, making plans for today. You could even be making lunch plans or something like that, but I'm seeing a reunited thing. This doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend who came back, or somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, a cousin, even a mom or dad or somebody like that. I'm just seeing the reunited energy here with the Two of Cups. Sometimes the Two of Cups can represent like you reuniting with yourself, getting back to yourself. But I'm seeing for the majority of y'all, Scorpio, I'm seeing you absolutely seeing like a long lost friend, or a long lost family member, or maybe even a long lost, you know, relationship. Just, you know, be careful about those, okay? Because you got to always remember why the relationship didn't last. And has this person come back changed? And if they have not changed from whatever y'all didn't agree on, then it's just going to be another cycle of the same old. Okay, that's just a warning. I'm not trying to scare anybody, as I always say, Scorpio. But with the King of Pentacles and the Strength card, I absolutely do see that, you know, you're stable enough to know what works for you and what doesn't. The King of Pentacles is a very stable person, okay? They know how to stabilize their emotions. They know how to stabilize their finances. It's one of those things where even if you do hang out with somebody, it's like, I'm not going to overspend. I'm going to stay within my budget. And be patient with the other people. You know, if there's an apology that needs to be made or something like that, you're not, you know, reuniting with them like saying, you. This is more so like, yeah, I'm here. And I'm here to accept what's going on. That Strength card is very, very important. The Strength card is all about being patient, not only with yourself, but with others, okay? So just being patient. And that's so funny because I just said, yeah, I'm here. Look how he's waving. I just saw that. Yeah, I'm here. You know, how you been? How things been? It comes from a more stable place and not from a place of blaming somebody for something. Blaming somebody for the disconnect, or blaming somebody for the distance, or whatever. It's just accepting the fact that, hey, I'm here. I'm glad we can meet up, you know. And then it's just strong boundaries. It's that stability that's like, you know, you're not going to let things get too far if it doesn't have to type of energy. Anyways, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. That's so interesting. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed one. Thank you. Sagittarius for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Sagittarius for Thursday? Oh, we got the Hermit card. It is absolutely time you spend some time with yourself here. Look how they're just like, you know, got a good book out. They're just kind of like hanging out by themselves. This is one of those things where solitude is a good thing. You might not feel like that all the time, but you just probably want to be alone today. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm seeing like, you know, I need to be alone right now with my thoughts. You probably don't want to talk to too many people. This is one of those energies where it's kind of like, hey, you know, just acknowledging people in the room or people that you pass by, but it's not like you want to sit there and have a full conversation with a lot of people today. That's what I'm seeing. Solitude, which is okay. It's okay to have days like that. And it's okay to pull back your energy because you need that energy. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody just needing that energy because it's been a lot of things going on. I'm seeing stress. I'm seeing stress, Sagittarius. What's your hidden energy? The Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, and it could be just because you have a lot of things going on in your life, a lot of changes being made in your life, a lot of new beginnings. Because the Wheel of Fortune, I'm just seeing changes here. I'm seeing changes specifically for your energy. The Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. Some for the good, some not so good, but it's still a change that's necessary in your life, okay? And it's like you're prepping your mind to be ready for these changes because change isn't always so fun. You know, sometimes you can be like excited about something and be terrified at the same time. So this is like excitement that I'm getting from this, but also like, oh my gosh, I just need to be to myself. I need to be alone with my thoughts. And see how the Ace of Wands, she's just sitting there like, that's so funny because right underneath the Ace of Wands is the Eight of Wands, which is those changes. And they happen sometimes very, very fast, Sagittarius. Look how fast it goes, okay? Look how fast that up and down goes. And it's so funny because I talk about up and down, and the Wheel of Fortune is that EQ of highs and lows in life. So some good and some bad. So sometimes you just need to say, hey, the thing that I can control while all this stuff is going on around me is I can sit and be to myself for a minute, you know, not talk, not be bothered by people, not allow people's energy to influence mine right now. So sit with self, okay? Solitude is not always a bad thing, Sagittarius. That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Capricorn for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Capricorn? Ooh, Queen of Wands, taking charge of things. You could be reorganizing some things or really, really just, you know, telling people where to put wherever. Because I don't know why I'm seeing that. I'm seeing like somebody moving and somebody saying, put that over there. No, don't move that. All right, you know. It could be like a party that you're planning. You're planning something. Maybe even planning your next move, your next step, your next job, your next whatever. But you are the boss of this. You are absolutely taking command. Because look how, no confirmation, excuse me. Look how she's taking control. And she is a woman. It's kind of like, look, I don't care who you are, what you're doing, or whatever, you know. This is how I want things. This is how things are going to go. You're the boss, which is so funny because obviously, you know, Capricorn, the big CEO, big boss. Your hidden energy is the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. This is all about work. Look, that money, that coin, making sure that you're stable financially, okay? So that's why I'm seeing something as in like a move, or look how she's like, you know, she got everything that she desires, because that Page of Pentacles, every time I see Page of Pentacles, I see a check. As far as your reader, if I'm going to read for you, most of the time I see money actually come, okay? So Page of Pentacles paired with the Ten of Pentacles is like you're commanding the room because you know that it's going to pay off, okay? You're getting things how you want it to be because that's going to stabilize you financially. And I'm seeing a check. Look how she got the money up. Like, yes. Page of Pentacles and then the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is all about that stability when it comes down to your family life, stability when it comes down to, you know, just being financially stable, taking care of bills, debt, whatever else it is. But you are taking control of all of that, being very confident in how you want things and being very particular, and it's okay. In this case, in this sense, in this era right now that you're in, Capricorn, it's okay to be particular about how you want things because it's going to financially bless you, which is going to stabilize your mental, which is going to stabilize your spirit, which is going to stabilize your whole overall mood. I'm hearing abundance in all areas, which is beautiful because when you have abundance at work and you have abundance at home and you have abundance in your love life, it's just blessings on blessings on blessings. That's what I'm seeing. I hope this information helped and blessed. Aquarius for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have? Oh, two things I already flipped over, the Fool card and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, we'll take them. You know what I'm saying? Ten of Pentacles talks about just being stable, you know, having a stable, firm foundation, and the Fool card, you know. So I see the Ten of Pentacles too as like family card. I see you kind of trying to get away from family right now. That's what's going to stabilize you. That's what's going to help you. I'm not talking about cutting people off. I'm talking about, you know, sometimes you got to say, look, my work is not here. It's out there. My work is not here. So with all that being said, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that your work is not at home. Your work is out there. It's one of those things where it's kind of like you're realizing that, hey, I got to get out of here. I got to free myself from their views, from their ways, from their habits. You know, freeing yourself is very freeing. The Fool card comes to say, like, look, I'm going to take this leap of faith. It can be kind of scary, but it's okay because you got this and you know you got this. Having the confidence to kind of just do something, which is so crazy because that's really what the Fool card is about, just new beginnings. It's time to start over. It's time to break away. It's time to really, really learn how to fly on my own, you know. Your hidden energy is the Lovers and King of Wands. The Lovers. It's time to pick who you love and what you want to do in life and having that confidence to do it. The King of Wands is very, very, very confident, okay? It gives Leo vibes. I know I'm talking to an Aquarius, but it gives that confidence of a Leo, which is like, you know, making sure that you look good, you smell good, you present yourself well. You are confident. Everybody that sees you knows that you do it well because you're confident in how you're doing it and how you move. I'm seeing that with you, Aquarius. Most definitely. And even when it comes to your love life and the Lovers card comes up, it just, you know, you're confident in whatever you're about to do, whoever you're about to be with, and whatever your decision that you're about to make in love, it has to come with a sense of confidence, an air of confidence. And I'm saying the more and more you break away from family, the more and more you can just decide for yourself what's right for you. And I love it. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Pisces for Thursday, all right? I almost forgot what day it was. Pisces for Thursday. Let's see, Father. Ooh. Oh, my gosh. The Justice card in reverse. What's going on? What truth are you not really trying to reveal to yourself? What are you trying to hide from yourself? You're hiding this from you. This is you hiding from you. You got to face the truth. You got to face the facts, man. Okay? For instance, okay, when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you really enjoy what you see? Point out what you don't. Face the facts. Those are things that you really don't like about yourself. And it's okay to not like certain things about yourself as long as you don't stay there. That's one thing that people are very uncomfortable with doing. They're uncomfortable with admitting their feelings and their emotions. And they're uncomfortable about pointing out their own flaws. But if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. Now, feelings don't have to be facts. Okay, you can always change that around. You can always say out loud, you know what? I don't like the way my hair looks today. And you can change that. You can always change that to the fact that I do like my hair today. When you change your hairstyle, you can change that. Okay, there are a lot of things you can do. Or you can see it in a different light. You can say, hey, I've been working all day. I don't like the way my hair looks today, but the truth is, I've been working all day, so whatever. That is your truth. So standing your truth is something that you're avoiding when it comes to your truth. It's also about your habits too. You might not be too honest about your habits and how it's affecting your day-to-day. And I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm just saying what I see here. I'm seeing somebody like, you know, maybe you drink a little bit more than you admit to yourself. Maybe you smoke a little bit more than you admit to yourself. It's okay. It is okay. I'm not here to judge. I'm just pointing out some things that I see. Okay, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of just be truthful with yourself because, you know, why not? Why not? You're not gonna get in trouble for it. You get in more trouble when you start to run from your truth. Because when you run from your truth, you pretend that there's no problem when there is one. And then the only thing that straightens you up after that, sometimes it's the legal system. Sometimes, you know, you drink too much and then you end up in a car accident that you caused. You know, I'm not wishing that on nobody, by the way. Y'all know how I am. I would not speak negatively over my collective. I'm just saying what I see, and I'm saying what I'm telling you, okay? Because the court is here. The court is here, okay? Just make sure whatever habit it is, it's better to be truthful about it now than to face some consequences about it later. Your hidden energy is the Ten of Wands and the Sun card. Yeah, it might be hard to lift these burdens up from off of you, but you can do it. You can free yourself. Free yourself because this is heavy. This is very lighthearted. The Sun card is like you can achieve your happiness. You absolutely can. I have very much so confidence in you. All right, Pisces. Thank you so much. I hope this helped and blessed.